Hey beauties, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a video that I'm so excited to finally be able to bring to you guys. It's been highly requested. I'm very excited, and that's mostly because I have so much passion when it comes to my skincare. I feel like I've done a pretty great job at maintaining my skin. Now, as you guys can see right now, it has a little blemishes here or there, but we will discuss that as we get through the video. But I hope you guys enjoy it, considering it was highly requested, and hopefully you guys find it helpful and useful. If you have any questions as far as anything that I talk about in today's video or any of the products that I'm using, definitely leave them down below and I will try to answer all of your questions. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, especially if you like content like this, and let's just get into it. You was just another nigga on the hit list. Tryna fix it, bitches with a bad bitch. You was just another nigga on the hit list. Alright you guys, so let's just go ahead and start jumping into things. I am gonna first start by giving you guys kind of like an overview of my skin and kind of some of the things that I've been dealing with or have dealt with in the past. So of course, starting with my skin type, I have acne prone, oily combination skin. It's mostly oily. I did go through a dry phase where my skin was very dry, but that was due to the products that I was using and things of that nature. But overall, my skin is oily combination. So majority of my oiliness is focused in my T-zone, and then the dryness, or maybe more normal, is on the perimeter of my face. It just depends on the season and also what I'm doing as far as like skincare and the water that I may or may not be drinking. So that's my first point. I just want to say, while drinking water is very important, and I've gotten to see that this past week because your girl has kind of slacked on drinking water. I was doing so well, then I got my tooth pulled and I stopped drinking water because I couldn't drink out of a straw. But all of that starts back up today, and as a result, with stress and everything else, I did have a couple of breakouts. Now, I'm not saying that with my skincare routine that I'm going to be showing you guys or sharing with you all doesn't mean that I don't have any breakouts at all and that it's completely gone, because it's not. I do have a blemish or two, but it's nothing compared to what it used to be. For a quick reference for you guys, because there are times where my acne and texture and stuff like that was very bad that I did not even want to get on camera, so I didn't. I'm going to pop or insert a couple of pictures that I have saved so you guys can kind of see where my skin was at before versus where it's at now. Now I feel like it's more glowy, it's a lot smoother, and again, the acne is not that bad, so I feel like I'm in a great place. It's not the best place, but it's definitely progress from where I've been, and I'm very proud of that, because at the end of the day, I got myself here. I took the time to do a lot of research and just really invest my time and energy into figuring out, for one, what was the problem with my skin, what I wanted to fix, and how to go about it. If you're gonna wear makeup, especially as much as I do, you need to have a good skincare routine to back you up and keep you protected. I do plan on doing kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me, where I talk more in depth about my skincare journey and all the things that I've learned, but I know a lot of you are just here for the products, and that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into my actual routine. I have broken it up by daytime routine, nighttime routine, special masks and serums that I use, and I think that's it. So 3 different categories, give or take. So we're gonna start with daytime routine. My morning routine isn't something that I believe is complicated. It's also something that I don't really switch up. I mean, there are products that I swap in and out or have swapped in and out, but for the most part, it's pretty consistent and it's not complicated at all. So lately, I've been starting with a new product to me. I've been using it over a month. I think that it is a great product. It just gently cleans the face, and it's kind of a form of dry cleansing, but at the same time, not really. The product I'm talking about is the Drunk Elephant. This is their Milki Micellar water, and I had the privilege of getting this product before it was actually released or sold in Sephora, like when they put it on their shelves. I ordered this offline and I got to buy it before it launched. So I got to try this product out and I've been really liking it. At first, I didn't really know how to incorporate this product into my routine. I honestly thought it was a micellar water that was gonna take off my makeup, which it does, but at the same time, it could also cleanse my face in the morning. So what I like to do is just take a couple of drops of this on a cotton pad. And the cotton pads that I use are actually from Amazon. They're these bamboo reusable ones. And I just, clean my face with it. I don't feel like I need a deep cleanse in the morning. So using this has been pretty beneficial, and it gets up any dirt or residue that's left over from the night before. Again, I'm cleansing my face at night consistently. I never miss a night. So it's really not that dirty when I wake up. And then the second product that I like to go in with is a toner. Now, before I get even deeper into this routine, let me just say you should be applying your products from thinnest to thickest. So once I finish with this, I go into a toner, which is more water-based. Now, this is the toner that I was using to begin with, which is very affordable. I did purchase it online. This is the Sukin Oil Balancing Clarifying Facial Tonic. And I've been loving this. I have ran out, unfortunately, so instead of ordering this again and waiting 3 days for it to come, or however many days it would take, I went to Sephora and I got a different one because I wanted one that was more moisturizing. Not that this was not good, because this is good for me to use, especially when I'm experiencing some type of breakouts or when it's close to that time of the month for me. So I grabbed this. Now, toner is beneficial in the fact that it helps restore the pH balance. When you go in with your cleanser in the morning and then you dry your skin, you kind of have to balance it out. pH balance is something that I kind of understand, but I don't have a full scope and understanding to sit here and fully explain it to you guys. So one channel that I would recommend watching is called Beauty Within, and I will try to link them down in the description box down below. But that channel is so amazing. I've learned so many great things from them, and I just cannot thank them enough, because honestly, I have to say that channel was a big part of my skincare journey and finding this pretty much perfect routine for me. So after toner, I like to go in with a gel serum. Now, my gel serum of choice is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA gel exfoliant, and it does have salicylic acid in it. Now, anybody who has acne prone skin or has experienced acne in the past knows that salicylic acid is essential in our routine. So this product has done wonders for me, and I swear by this. Now, this is again a gentle liquid exfoliant that is used daily to help treat acne scarring. It refines and clarifies your pores, and it is a non-abrasive way to remove layers of dull skin. I remember when my skin was just so full of texture, it was gross to me to wash my face and touch my face because the texture was so bad. I was just so grossed out by it. But once I got this and started implementing it into my routine, that texture went bye-bye. I would have to say that that is definitely one of the essential products in my skincare routine. So after my serum, I like to go in with my moisturizer. Typically, you would use your eye cream and then your moisturizer, but because the eye cream that I'm currently using is a little bit thicker than my moisturizer, I kind of do the opposite for the daytime. The moisturizer I like to use is the Ole Henriksen Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. Again, this is only for during the day, and I love this packaging because you can see exactly how much of the product you used up, and it's just so satisfying to see how far you've come with using a product. And once you reach that empty, I don't know, it's just very satisfying to me. But this moisturizer is very lightweight, and I just love the way that it feels on my skin. It gives me the right amount of hydration without being too thick, especially with the formula, and I love that. It does have kind of like a minty kind of plant fresh smell. So if you're not into that type of thing, you might not like this, but when I put it on, I smell it, but it does dissipate. It's not something that lingers and stays, it definitely goes away. Now, this product does include AHAs. If you don't know, AHAs are water-soluble substances that act as chemical exfoliants for our skin, and they unclog our pores and even out our skin tone. So this has also been beneficial, and I've been loving it. So when it comes to my eye cream, it's not something that I've implemented since the beginning of this journey. I honestly had a bad experience with an eye cream that I got from a BoxyCharm box. I used it one night and I woke up the next morning with a swollen eye, and just under eye was swollen, top lid was swollen, and it was just not pretty. In retrospect, it's not the eye cream that did that. It was the products that I was using for my skin that made it more sensitive than what it normally is. And you know, it just so happened that I happened to use the eye cream and it just did not sit well or mix well. So I was pretty scarred from that for a little bit, but then I was just like, all right, let me give eye cream another try. So for my eye cream, I like to use the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Now this has a little bit of a thicker formula to it, which is why I use it in the daytime after my moisturizer. And as you guys can see, I have used a good amount of this. But I just like to apply this underneath my eyes and on my eyelids, because this one in specific is okay to use all around the eye. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know something. If you don't know, eye cream is not gonna take away your dark circles. So if you're looking for something to take away dark circles, eye cream is not gonna fix that problem, unfortunately. Sometimes it is hereditary, but to use a moisturizing eye cream just to moisturize the delicate eye area is beneficial, just because you don't want your under eyes to be dry and crusty. So I just feel like it helps make me look more awake and just provides a nice plumpness to my skin, if that makes any sense at all. But eye cream isn't essential to some people. It's not necessarily essential to me, only I guess in the way that I don't want my under eyes to be dry. Now, as a final step of this morning skincare routine, I cannot forget my SPF. If it is your choice, you could just use a moisturizer with SPF in it, but for me, I like to use a separate one. The Drunk Elephant SPF that I use is the Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense Protection SPF 30. You guys want to make sure that when you're selecting sunscreen that it is SPF 30 or greater, or else it's really not going to protect your skin the way that you think it is or want it to. So SPF 30 and above is what is actually recommended for you to use. This is a physical sunscreen instead of it being chemical, so you do get that white cast from the sunscreen by itself. But I have found that mixing in these de-bronzy anti-pollution sunshine drops from Drunk Elephant as well has been very beneficial. I mix maybe like a pump or two of this in with the sunscreen and then apply it to my skin, and I get this gorgeous golden type of glow. And I love it because on the days where I don't want to wear makeup, I know that my skin is going to look nice and glowy and dewy with just these two products alone. So not only am I protecting my skin, but I'm also getting a benefit out of it as far as like the golden glow type of look with just skincare products. So I like mixing these two at the end of my morning routine so I'm protected and covered throughout the day. So I know that might have seemed like a lot, but honestly, you guys, it's really not. I just really wanted to make sure that I was giving you useful information for you to better understand why I use each and every product. But now we're going to move into the nighttime routine. So here is where things can get a little bit complicated, but stick with me and it won't be that hard to understand my routine at night. I do have a basic routine for nighttime, but then there are certain days of the week where I add in additional products on top of what I'm already using. So bear with me. And then we have our special products that we use once a week, maybe. One is twice a week and one is once a week, but we will get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's start with the base routine for the night, and I start always with double cleansing. But before I jump into double cleansing, I like to use like a micellar water for my eye makeup if I am wearing makeup, just to take that all off. I feel like that's the easiest way to do that, whether that's with the Drunk Elephant Micellar Milky Water that I showed you guys in the beginning, or the traditional micellar water that I have in my drawer. Now, once I'm done with that, I like to go in with my oil-based cleanser. I use an oil-based cleanser for two reasons: for makeup purposes and because of my SPF. If you ever feel like your SPF is breaking you out and you're not double cleansing at night, then that could be the reason why. Oils break down oils, water breaks down water, so SPF and makeup are definitely two oil-based products, so you want to make sure you're using an oil-based cleanser to wash it away. The oil cleanser that I use is the Biossance Squalane Antioxidant Cleansing Oil, and this has just been very, very gentle on my skin. I love it. It just really breaks everything down, and it's moisturizing at the same time, which is really weird. But hey, it does the job. So it breaks everything down. Of course, it's just a lightweight oil, just breaking all that makeup or SPF down on your skin so that it can be properly cleansed and washed away. So once I apply that to my face, I run a little bit of water on my face to wash that off. But of course, you still have a little bit on there. It's not completely cleansed yet. So I go in with my cleanser next. So the cleanser I like to use is from First Aid Beauty. It is their Pure Skin Face Cleanser. Now this does remove surface oils, makeup, dirt, and grime, and it is safe for sensitive skin. If there's one brand I could recommend for sensitive skin, it would definitely be this brand, especially their facial cleansers and moisturizers. So you can definitely look into them, and there's another product which we will get to. I like to use this to clean my face as a secondary cleanser for my skin for all my water-based products. Even though it promotes that it removes surface oils and makeup, I still want to make sure that I'm going in with the oil-based cleanser first before I use that one, just as a backup and to ensure that the oils are really being washed off properly and I'm not going to break out from the SPF, the makeup, or anything of that nature. But I like to use that. It has little to no smell, and you can use it for dry cleansing. If you don't know what that is, that's basically using the product directly on your skin without water first for about 10 to 20 seconds. And then you can go in with a little bit of water to lather up your hands and fully cleanse your skin. So of course, after my cleansers, I like to go in with the toner just to rebalance that pH. The one that I'm currently using now is the Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. This is a moisturizing toner, but it's also a moisturizer. So it's a 2-in-1, but I really use it for the toner aspect. So I like to apply a generous amount of this on my skin. I do use my hands to apply my toner, but you could use a cotton pad, whatever suits you best. But I don't mind just dropping it into my hands and putting it on my skin. It's very moisturizing, and you can definitely and instantly tell that. So that's more like an everyday toner. The other one that I was using before would be more so around like my period and things of that nature when I know I'm about to get a breakout or something like that, because it really helps calm the skin down, where this one is just more everyday friendly. For my nighttime treatment, I like to use the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% from The Ordinary. Again, The Ordinary is pretty much a staple in my skincare routine with some of their products, not all of them, but some of them are really great products. The niacinamide is a vitamin B3, which you need, especially if you have acne-prone skin. It's been very beneficial. So I use a couple of drops of this. I lather it in my hands and then press it into my skin, because when I press it in, it's really absorbing that into my skin, and then I just rub the excess. Now, some people are concerned because they see foaming when they're using this product. It could be one or two things. A little bit of foaming is normal, let me just say that. But if you see too much foaming, that just means you probably used way too much of the product. So just clean your hands off or whatever, and then just rub whatever you have into your skin. But the foaming is not something to be alarmed about. I haven't found that I'm breaking out because of it. It works pretty well for me, but some people do say they have broken out from the niacinamide. So to each its own, but it works for me and I love using it. And that is, again, a staple for my nighttime routine. Now, after my niacinamide, I can go in one or two directions. Again, we're gonna keep with the base routine for the night, where we're not implementing additional things. So on every night except for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from the niacinamide, I go in with a moisturizer. The moisturizer of choice is a little bit thicker than my daytime one. This is again from Drunk Elephant. This is the Protini. I don't know how to say the rest of this, but it's a cream, and it is bomb.com. They do have one designated for those with dry skin, so you don't have to feel left out, but this one is for those with oily skin. It's thick but not too thick, hydrating but not overhydrating, and it's just perfect for nighttime. The first time that I ever used this product, I fell in love, you guys. It's just so moisturizing. It has the right amount of thickness, and it's just amazing. And I know these products are working for me, because although once I apply all my skincare, my skin is nice, dewy, and glowy, and just plump and fresh looking, but I go to sleep and wake up and I'm not looking oily. So as I told you guys, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do implement 2 more skincare products into my nighttime routine. And the first product after the niacinamide, if you guys remember, I said it can go 1 or 2 ways. Either it's straight to moisturizer, or on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I will go from niacinamide to my vitamin A. Vitamin A is retinoids or retinols, and I use the First Aid Beauty. This is their retinol serum, and it is for sensitive and beginners. So sensitive skin and beginners, which is perfect because I'm both. So I go in with this. I literally just use 1 pump. The packaging is so cool because all you got to do is twist it up and you just use 1 pump. It is a yellow liquid or cream. It's very lightweight. You only need 1 pump though. It is very drying and irritating if you use too much, so don't go overboard. Trust me, 1 pump is all you need. I've been using it for quite some time now, and it has not caused any irritation or dryness with my skin, which is perfect. And I just think that obviously has to do with the products that I'm using in combination with this. The final product for the night, just because I want to make sure I'm really adding hydration to my skin, especially because this can be so drying, I go in with the Ordinary Organic Cold Press Rose Hip Seed Oil. I love this oil. It is my favorite oil to use if you have acne prone skin. This is rose oil is a beneficial oil for you, among other ones, which I will list on the screen here. But just to give you guys a variety, but the rose oil is the one I decided to test and try out, and I've been loving it. It just really locks everything down and really lets everything underneath it sink into the skin a lot better, and I don't wake up with oily skin, so that's how I know that product is great for me, even though it seems a bit oily and greasy at first. Hopefully you guys stuck with me through that. I know it would seem pretty complicated, but honestly it's really not. It's just basically, look at it like this. I have a nighttime skincare routine, and on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I just add 2 additional products into that. But no worries, if you guys still don't get it, I will make sure I put everything, like all the products that I use and in the order that I use them and on what days I use them, down in the description box down below for you guys. Now let's talk about my masks and special treatments. So let's go ahead and start with my special treatment. This is only for Tuesdays only. Every single Tuesday I do a peeling solution, which is also an exfoliation. I know some of you might come up for me in the comments and say that I'm over exfoliating, but in my eyes and in my opinion, I don't think I am, and what I'm doing is working for me. So by no means do you have to follow my routine at all. This isn't like a guide for you guys to follow or that you have to follow. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I just want you guys to be smart about the things that you're buying and using on your skin the same way I was when I created this whole routine. So for my peeling solution, I did go ahead and purchase the Ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. Now this right here is a highly talked about product, and it can be very beneficial for your skin if you use it correctly. You can use it twice a week, but I only use it once a week. Like I said, every single Tuesday, and you should not leave it on for more than 10 minutes. Also, when you're putting this on your face, you want to make sure that there might be a tingling sensation at first, but it should dissipate as time passes, but you should not feel it burn. If it burns, you need to take it off ASAP. It should not burn your skin. People have this thing where like, oh, if it's burning, then that means it's working. Not with this, sweetheart. If it's burning, take it off. But for me, it didn't do that. It was a little like tingly the first time I used it. Then the second time I went to use it, it didn't feel like anything. The tingling comes and goes, I guess, but for the most part, at the end of the day, it works for me. It's great. It also helped with exfoliating my skin, making it smooth, evening out the skin texture, and it's been great. So I've been using it consistently every single week on Tuesdays. I will say if I miss a Tuesday of using the peeling solution, I do make up for it on Thursday, but I try to make sure I get it every single Tuesday, and I don't leave it on for more than 10 minutes. In fact, when I'm applying this, I make sure that as I'm applying it, I apply it to the bottom portion down here first, and then I'll start my timer and then apply it to the top. So that way this isn't sitting too long, if that makes any sense. But overall, it's a great product. I see what the hype is about, but again, you have to use it correctly. Finally, we have face masks. Now, these are not essential in a skincare routine. It's something that you must or need to have, but it does feel nice to do a face mask every now and then. So I schedule my masks for Thursdays and Sundays only. If I do end up missing the day, then I'm not too worried about it because it's not essential. But I try to pick masks that best suit my skin needs at the time. There are 3 different masks that I do want to share with you guys today. The first one is your traditional sheet mask. I do love the ones from Sephora. Now this one in specific is not my favorite out of all. Not that I hate this by any means. I don't hate this one, but this one isn't my favorite. I've definitely used that one up already, but they have a variation of masks to choose from, and I just love me a Sephora sheet mask. The next one is more so when my skin is feeling like sensitive or any type of sensitivity on my skin. I like to immediately go in with this one from First Aid Beauty. This is their Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. And again, you want to make sure, I don't know if I mentioned, but you want to make sure that you are looking at the packaging of each and every mask. Whatever mask you choose to use, make sure you look at the packaging on how long to keep that on your skin. You don't want to really go over that time, so I always set a timer. But this one is very nourishing for the skin, and it just really soothes it with the oatmeal in it. And when you apply this on your face, you can see little pieces of oatmeal, which is kind of cool. But I like using this whenever I feel sensitive because it just really calms my skin down and makes that sensitivity essentially go away. The final masks that I want to share with you guys are more so when I know I'm about to get my period, or I feel like acne starting to come up and I really just want to detox my skin and just get those imperfections out. I like to go in with either of these 2 masks. This one is the Ole Henriksen Cold Plunge Pore Mask. It has clay and snow lotus extract, and I love the color, first of all, of this mask. Secondly, I just like the way that it feels, and this is also part of the line of the moisturizer that I use during the day. So this is a great mask. I actually got this mask because of Nicole Guerrero. She talked about it, and I was like, I need to try that. So this has been great, and I also like using this Teamy Detox green tea blend matcha mask. This is also great for detoxing your skin. It does have like a minty smell. As you guys can see, I've used a great amount of this, and it's a go-to mask for me. So the final product that I want to talk about today is one that I hold near and dear to my heart because this really helped restore my skin and just calm it down from the sensitivity that I was experiencing, and it's been so beneficial. But I do not use it every single day. I just grab it when I really feel like I need it. This is from BoxyCharm. This is the Pure Heals by Nature Village Centella 90 Serum. I've talked about it in a BoxyCharm video, but oh my gosh, you guys, I did not know the lasting impression that this product would leave on me. Like, it helped me out so much. I had so much swelling on my eyes and my under eyes, and my skin was just not looking right at all. I didn't even look like myself, and using this just really helped calm it down and make it go away essentially. And I've been so obsessed with this, but I realized I was using up a lot of this product that I had to slow down and put it aside. Like, girl, you do not need that now, and I want to just save it for when I need it most. But this is definitely a product that I would repurchase once it goes empty, because it's just like something you need in your drawer or in your cabinet, locked away for hard times, because that really helped me get out of a rough patch. So that is my entire skincare routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I tried to fit in as much detailed information as I could. I'm sure I probably missed saying a thing or two, but I will definitely give you guys more information as time goes on. I feel like in a way a burden has been lifted off of me because I finally have shared this with you guys. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I really didn't know when the right time was, but I had to realize like there is no right time. My routine is my routine. The things that work for me are working for me. My skin doesn't have to be perfect. It's not perfect by any means. I'm still experiencing blemishes and things of that nature. But it's been a long, hard, and long journey. But I'm very, very proud of where I'm at. I'm so proud. And for the boy or girl who is watching this video right now and just looking for hope and just for something that's gonna just change their skin, I really hope you found that with this video. But if not, if whatever I use does not, solve your problem or your issue, just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on trying to find the right products. Have faith, and most importantly, love yourself through it, because that is one thing that I struggled with. I really allowed my skin to affect my mental health, and that's not good. But love yourself through it all, because you are pretty regardless. Skin texture, acne, all of that stuff is normal, and not a lot of people normalize it, but I want to be the 1% that does, because it is very normal to have texture on your skin and to have blemishes every now and then. Nobody's skin is perfect. Okay, perfection is an illusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it from the bottom of my heart. I really do love you guys so much. I'm so happy that I finally put this out there. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I will try to get to all of your questions and answer them as best as possible. Just remember to be smart consumers when buying products. Do your research. That's most important. I love you guys. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you guys next time in the next upload, which is on Wednesday. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification on. You was just another nigga on the hit list. Tryna fix it, it was just with a bad bitch. You was just another nigga on the hit list.